What is going on, everybody? Happy Friday. I'm BobbyFi. I'm here with my 5 plays in 5 minutes. We're going to try and get to 5 plays, but really we're probably going to get to like 50 because I talk fast. Anyway, let's start it off. Russell Westbrook is one of the guys I want to be furthest ahead of the field on, not just to mention the guy always plays well in LA. Good pace for him. He always plays well against Beverly, with the exception of the last game in which he had 4 fouls in the first quarter. His price is too low. If he plays an okay game, I expect him to have 45 to 50 fantasy points. If he plays a good game, I expect it to be somewhere in the 60 to 80 range. I think that's really possible. He's one guy I really have my eye on. Another guy is Andre Drummond against Atlanta. I think that he's going to have less ownership than he normally would. If Blake was out, like, he would be probably 50% owned in the big buy-in tournaments today. He's probably going to be around 20 against a team that can't rebound. I love this spot. I think he's going to end up with 20-plus boards. He's one of my favorite center plays of the day. A lot of good center options. Another guy I really like is Alec Burks going back to Utah with no Draymond there. It's a weird situation to figure out in general, but I think Burks you can definitely stand with. Like, he's going to get his shots up. He's going to go after it, and he's got upside at his price. It doesn't really matter. He also has something to prove. He used to play against these guys all the time. He played against mid. Like, he's got comfortability there. There's just a lot of things that I really like, and I think he's going to go lower on at 5,700. I also don't mind trying to stack that game and just pray it stays close, because you can win a GPP doing that. But again, not the most optimal result. I think that Paul George on the other side against Westbrook is really interesting. 8,100 on DraftKings. I think that on FanDuel he's a good play as well. Like, I think this is a really good spot for everybody on the Clippers. You get Houston, who can play fast at times. They've played really fast some games, and then other games haven't been as much. I tend to think if Westbrook's having a better game, they tend to play a little faster than if Harden is, but it can go either way. It depends on if Harden's just making everything too. So I love this whole game, but I really like Paul George at 8,100. He stands out as a low-owned play. One guy who I think is a great play, Tristan Thompson, another great center option. I'm going to have a ton of him, and I think no one's going to own him in a spot where he should probably be very highly owned. I expect him to have 40 to 50 fantasy points tonight. He's basically done it every game where he's been healthy. He just got the last game off for rest because he played quite a bit. If this game stays close against Dallas, he makes sense as a logical run back with Luka on the other side. Luka obviously being a great play on his own, just probably one of the best spend-ups. And then you've got Spencer Dinwiddie, the chalk. I think that I'll be with the field on him. I was originally going to be ahead of the field. I think I'm just going to end up going a little bit lower because I prefer some other guys like Jimmy Butler, Joel Embiid, a little bit higher priced, obviously, but you sort of see where I'm getting at. It's kind of hard to fit these guys in when you're playing those guys. I also like Joe Ingles in Golden State. Against Golden State. Tobias Harris, I have some love for. Kevin Love, if you want to run back again in that same game, I don't mind him and Thompson. I think they both can double easily here. So I really like, those spots. The games that I'm focusing on the most are the Clippers and Houston. No shocker there. I like the Washington-Charlotte game, but it's hard to figure out how to run it exactly. I think Detroit and Atlanta is interesting. Guys like Galloway, Trae Young on the other side, definitely kind of interesting. The Cleveland-Dallas is one of those if it stays close, and then the Utah-Golden State isn't if it stays close. It's hard to imagine the Utah game staying close realistically, but if it does, that's the game stack. Like, you're going to make a fortune. You have 8 players who are going to just soak it up. They lost by 45 or whatever the other night, and they still basically got there. I know the prices are a little bit higher, but this is a place you might want to look. So that's where I'm at as of today. Keep an eye out for what happened in Sacramento. Good luck to everyone tonight. Give us a like and subscribe. Really means a lot to me. Thanks so much, guys. We'll talk to you soon.